Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the weekly market analysis. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do also click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. So we are in the last week of the month of May. All right, last week was good. All right, last week we were able to catch some pips on USD card as well as AUD. All right, so last week was strictly USD pairs. All right, so that is just that for last week. So we are about to enter into a new week, and it's going to be the last week of the month of April. So we're here to see what the market is going to react going into the last week. But before we enter into the chart, let's see what is happening on the economic news column. So on Monday there's going to be, literally Monday. As a trader, I don't know what you'll be looking for in the market on Monday, because on Monday we have a bank holiday for GBP and then a bank holiday for USD. So expect some level of quietness in the market. Yes, expect some level of quietness in the market during the London session as well as the New York session. All right, because GBP, the bank holiday, USD, there's a Memorial Day, so bank holiday. We have the business climate for the month of May for Germany, which is the Eurozone. But on Monday, I'm not expecting much volume on the market, so it will not make sense for me to even be on the market on Monday. So take note of that. On Tuesday, we have retail sales month over month for Australia. Then we have Bank Austria Manufacturing PMI for the month of May for Austria, which affect the Eurozone. So it's significant. But on Wednesday, we have the monthly CPI indicator for Australia for the month of April. We have consumer confidence for the month of May for JPY. Then we have the GfK consumer confidence for the month of June for Germany. We have retail sales year over year for the month of April for Spain. We have retail sales month over month for the month of April for Spain. So all these news you are seeing here are the German high impact news, which is going to affect all Europeans. All right, so you take note of that. So you also have inflation rate year over year for the month of May for Germany, that is in the Eurozone, right? Then on Thursday we have, there's a bank holiday. A bank holiday is not going to affect the market, so you just ignore that. We have unemployment rate for the month of April for Italy, which is the Eurozone. We have unemployment rate for the month of April for Eurozone, unemployment rate for the month of April for Greece. We have continuing jobless claims for the month of May, or as at 18th of May for USD. GDP growth rate for the first quarter for USD. Goods trade balance for the month of April for USD. We have initial jobless claims for USD. We have jobless claims 4-week average for USD. On Friday, we have retail sales month over month for the month of April. We have retail sales year over year for the month of April, all within the Eurozone. We have retail sales month over month for CHF, retail sales year over year for CHF, inflation rate year over year for France in the Eurozone. We have unemployment rate for the month of May for Austria in the Eurozone. We have the Procure CH Manufacturing PMI for the month of May for CHF, inflation rate year over year for the month of May for Eurozone. Then the CPI for the month of May for Eurozone. Retail sales year over year for the month of May for Greece. We have inflation rate year over year for the month of May for Italy. GDP growth rate quarter over quarter for the first quarter for card. Core PC price index month over month for the month of April for USD. Core price PC index year over year for the month of April for USD. Then personal spending month over month for the month of April for USD. Then personal income month over month for the month of April for USD. So if we should look through the high impact news that we expect to see on the market going into a new week, expect to see volatility for USD pairs on Thursday. All right, so if I were you, whatever opportunities I'm expecting to see on the market for USD pairs, I will expect it on Thursday, because Monday is a bank holiday for USD. Tuesday, we don't have any high impact news for Tuesday. Wednesday, to no high impact news for USD on Wednesday. But for Thursday, we have what GDP growth rate high impact news, which is a highly expected high impact news. All right, so expect some level of quietness on the market for USD from Monday to Wednesday. All right, at least Tuesday and Wednesday we might see a little bit, but it wouldn't be so much movement, right? Because the big players will be expecting the what we're expecting a GDP growth rate news, as well as on Friday the core PC price index. All right, yeah. So for USD pairs, I'll be very active on the USD pairs from Thursday, so Thursday and Friday. So I'll use Tuesday. So definitely we are likely to see price giving a fake move on Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, yeah. So the real move for the USD pairs are gonna happen on Thursday and Friday. So you take note of that. All right. Then when it comes to the Euro pairs, the big news you're expecting for the Euro pairs is the inflation rate. All right, and then the CPI. So you take note of that. Take note of that. So that is going to be Friday. And Thursday too, we have what unemployment rate too as well. So Thursday and Friday too are going to be what big movers for the Euro pairs, as well as Wednesday. All right, that's what I think. The movement for Euro pairs will begin on Wednesday. All right, yes, Tuesday, Monday we might see a little bit, but I mean because of the bank holidays of the GBP and USD, we are not going to see much movement for the Euro pairs on Monday. Tuesday to no high impact news, no significant news. This is for Austria, which wouldn't really have so much high impact. All right, yeah. So, but for the real move, we're gonna start on Wednesday. All right, yeah. So expect some injection of liquidity for Euro pairs on Wednesday. Then for USD pairs, you expect a real movement to happen on Thursday and Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, you are likely to see a fake out. All right. So that is how one way you can use the high impact news to predict movement on the market. So you take note of that. Yes. So that is just that. Yes. And then on Friday too, we are having we will be having the card high impact news. Yes, Friday. Where is it? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Friday we have card GBP growth rate. Alrighty. So a pair like USD card. Expect movements Thursday for USD, Friday for card. Alright, yeah. So you take note of that if you are trading USD pairs and then the Euro pairs as well. Alright, yeah. So that is just that for the economic news calendar. Let's delve into the chart and see what is happening in there. So for the dollar index, we saw this move happening on what last week. You saw price was giving us a movement to the upside. All right, it gave us a movement to the upside to revisit what this zone right here. So as it stands now, I'll expect to see the dollar index continue to push to the downside. But let's switch to the 4-hour and see. All right, yes, I want us to switch to the 4-hour and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, so this is it for the 4-hour. All right, yeah. So I'll expect to see price continue to push to the downside to take out this low. All right, yes. For USD, sorry, for the dollar index, we are bearish on the higher time frame. All right, we are bearish on the higher time frame. So that is just that for the dollar index. All right, yes, that is just that for the dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on AUD USD. Yeah, so for AUD USD, just as we've noticed what is happening on the dollar index for AUD USD, we are likely to see price continue to push to the upside. But I want us to look at what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. All right, look at something here. Even though on the daily time frame, we are seeing price price giving us a bullish scenario. But if we should look at the 4-hour, we realize that price is actually at what? Price is at this bearish order block right here. So for us to see price really move to the upside, all right, for us to see price really move to the upside, we need to see price violating violating this bearish order block right here and closing above it. All right, so a violation of the bearish order block and a closure above it, because I mean we can have price violating the order block, all right, violates all right, but you will see price coming back into the bearish order block again and closing below it. Once we see a closure below it, then that means we see price push to the what, to the downside. But as soon as we see price violating this bearish order block right here and then closing what, above it, this bearish order block is going, it will act as a what, as a support level for price to what, to push to the upside. So as it stands now on the 4-hour time frame, price isn't bullish yet, all right, because it's still stuck within what, this bearish order block right here. So going into next week, if I'm going to be bullish long term on the dollar index, I want to see this bearish order block being violated and a closure above it. All right, but let's switch to the 2-hour time frame. See. Yes, so this is the order block that I marked out on the 4-hour time frame. Yes, so just, as you can see, this is the trade we took last week. All right, I was expecting price to take out this low, but when price got here, we saw a quick return. So definitely I closed my profit here. All right, so if I should measure, price gave me about 60 pips here, so I just closed it, and then once it got here, I noticed price giving me what, a return to the upside. I just closed it. So as it stands now, price is still bearish until we see a violation of this high. All right, a violation and what, a closure above this high. So we take note of that. So that is just that for AUD. All right, even though the dollar index is giving us a what, is giving us some kind of a bearish sentiment, but I mean price is price can change. All right, yeah. So if I'm expecting to see a bearish sentiment on AUD with a condition that bearish order block will not be violated, all right, you should understand what I'm saying. Do you get it? So I've given you two scenarios on AUD. If price should respect this bearish order block, then that means if you should see price closing below this order block, then definitely price going to continue to push to the downside. But if you should see price violating it and then closing above it, which therefore the order block was going to act as a support, then we see price push to the upside. So as it stands now, we don't really know where price wants to move to yet. All right, yes, until those conditions that I've outlined are met, we don't really know yet. So let's be patient and see what will happen. Probably Tuesday and Wednesday might give us some scenario of a sort. Then Thursday and Friday we see the real move happening on the market. So you take note of that. So that's just that for USD card. Let's see what is happening on AUD. Let's see what is happening on USD card. Yes, so for USD card also gave us a bullish sentiment last week. All right, yes, but as it stands now, price is stacked. All right, price is stacked within this range. All right, yes, so this range right here. All right, so on a daily we are not really seeing things clear so far as the bias is concerned. So whenever you are on a higher time frame and you're not really seeing the clearer bias, what you do is you switch to to a lower time frame so that you get things clear. All right, yeah, so you take note of that. So going into the 4-hour, we realized that we had an impulse move to the downside, taking out this bearish order block right here. All right, so now this bearish order block is now acting as a breaker block, because I mean this is the last down close kind of prior to price taking out this high right here, and we've had an impulse move taking out this bearish order block as well as this low right here. So price is acting now as a bearish breaker block. So if price is acting as a bearish breaker block, then we should expect to see price push to the downside. That is if this breaker block is being respected. But if you see price violating this breaker block, then closing above it, then this order block right here is going to serve as a support level. Then we see price push to the upside. So that is my expectation, or that is the condition I'm expecting to see price meet so far as going into a new week is concerned. But let's switch to the 2-hour time frame and see. Yeah, so exactly that. All right, yeah, so two conditions I'm expecting to see is either we see price respecting this bearish breaker block right here, then we see price push to the downside, or we see a violation of this block, then a closure above it, then a continuation to the upside. So you take note of that. All right, yes. So if price should push to the downside, all right, my draw on liquidity is going to be this one. All right, yes, this draw on liquidity, this liquidity right, the violation of this liquidity here will convince me that yes, price wants to what, continue to what, to push to the upside. All right, yes, a violation of this liquidity right here and a closure below it will be my entry point to see price push to the downside to take out this relative equal lows, all right, of which if I should measure, that will give me about 60 pips. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation so far as next week you're going into a new week is concerned. Yeah, so this is a trade we took last week. I posted this trade in my VIP. So it was we took the entry right here, and then price gave us a profit of about 90 pips. So that is just that for the trade we took on USD card so far as last week is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that so far as my expectation on USD card is concerned. Let's look at the next pair, which is Euro card. Yeah, so for Euro card, the daily doesn't really look so clean for me, so I'll just switch to the 4-hour time frame and see. Yeah, so this is the 4-hour time frame. So as you can see, on a long term, Euro card is looking bullish. All right, price is what is respecting lows and violating previous highs, so that is a bullish order flow for me. But look at what happened recently. We saw price giving us a huge impulse move to the downside, and right after this impulse move, we are seeing price trying to fill up this liquidity void right here. So as it stands now, we have this bullish order block right here, and we have liquidity resting above this bullish order block plus a fair value gap. If you're not seeing this fair value gap, let me just make it clear for you. This is a fair value gap, all right, the low here as well as the high right here. So those are the fair value gap. Even though we've seen price tapping into the fair value gap, I still see it as a valid fair value gap. All right, I still see price as a valid, or I still see this zone right here as a valid fair value gap. And so going into next week, I'll expect to see price at least fill this impulse move. Then we see price push the downside, take out all this sell side liquidity into this bullish order block right here. Then we see a push to the downside. All right, yeah. So going into next week, going into a new week, that is going to be my expectation. A push to the upside to fill the fair value gap, at least 50% of it. All right, if I should measure this impulse move right here. All right, so this is where my impulse move, this is where my 50% is lying. So look at where I drew it. I mean, if you continue to be looking at price this way, you don't even need to even draw to get the 50% zone. All right, so when I drew it, automatically price was the line at the 50% zone. So I'm expecting price to at least move up to fill the 50% of this impulse move right here. Then we see a push to the downside. You take out all the sell side liquidity into this other block. Then we see a push to the upside. All right, yeah. So that is just that so far as Euro card is concerned. Yeah. So let's look at the last pair, but not the least, which is Euro AUD. Right. Yeah. So for Euro AUD, we've seen price taking out a short-term high right here. So on a bigger picture, price is in a bearish order flow, respecting previous highs and breaking out previous lows. So let's switch to the 4-hour and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame here. So we've had a creation of a bearish order block right here. So this is a bearish order block right here. So price tap into the bearish order block, then we are seeing price pushing to the upside. So going into next week, I'll expect to see price continue to push to the upside. But let's switch to the 2-hour time frame and see what is happening right here. Yeah, so that is the bearish order block I outlined for you on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm expecting to see price push to the downside, but the liquidity that will make me, or that will confirm my bearish stance, or that will actually push me into the trade, is this low right here. All right, I want to see price take out this low, close below it, then I'll take an entry point around this place. My stop loss is going to be here, all right, above this zone right here. Then I'll see price push to the downside to take out all this liquidity right here. All right, yeah, so my draw on liquidity is going to be this low right here. All right, and so measuring it right from here, that is 145 pips. So for Euro AUD, I'm looking out for what? For bearish prices so far as going into a new week is concerned. And so if it happens that price violates this high, I will expect a closure above this bearish order block for an entry and push it to the upside. I mean, you can't tell what price will do. That is, I'm giving you these conditions. All right, so you wait for these conditions to be met before you take your decision. All right, yeah, so that is just that for EuroCAD. Yeah, so that is just that for the weekly market analysis. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you click on the subscribe button and smash notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Yeah, I know you might be thinking why I didn't do JPYs or why my watch list is so small. Yes, at the moment the JPY market is rough for me. I mean, I don't really like the drama happening around the JPY. All right, yes, looking at what is happening fundamentally, I don't really like the drama happening around the JPY. All right, I'm hearing there might be an intervention from the Bank of Japan. Others are saying there might not be an intervention. So in order for me to be on a safer side, I will just have to ignore trading the JPY pairs for now, then focus on pairs that, I mean, have less drama. All right, because as it stands now, the JPY, there is so the drama around it, I can't entertain that drama. All right, yes, I mean, because imagine you are in a trade and all of a sudden a fundamental news comes in, and then, I mean, whatever expectation you're expecting or price comes and then takes out your stop loss with a very huge impulse move and all that. I don't really want to entertain that. All right, yeah, so until the drama around JPY goes down, I mean, I will have to pause trading JPY pairs for now and focus on these ones. These are the much clean price action or peaceful price market that I'm looking at. All right, yeah, so that is just that. If you're not part of my Telegram channel yet, check the description box below. The link is there. Click on it and be part of the Clairvoyant Traders Telegram community. Those in the comments, I've told them something is on the way coming. All right, there is something on the way coming. So be expectant. All right, be expectant about it. And then also, my swing trading room is still running. All right, yes, already for the month of May, we've been profitable. All right, taking some swing trades as well as some day trades as well. So I mean, we are really doing things in the swing trading room. So if you want to join a swing trading room, just hit me on Telegram. My link or my ID is in the description box below. Just hit me up and then I'll sign you up into my swing trading room. And trust me, you never regret getting into my swing trading room because there is much value to be given. All right, there is much value to be given. Yeah, so that is just that. I'll come your way again another time. I wish you all good luck and good trade. Peace.